All right, good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to Activated Mornings for today, Thursday, the 9th day of February 2023. And welcome as well to Cop Chat. Every Thursday morning, we are joined by some officers of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. And we talk about something that is important so that we can share as much information as we possibly can about law and order and things that are going on in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, this morning we're joined by Sergeant of Police, Mr. Irackie Huggins. Good morning.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and listeners in Radio Land, locally, regionally, and internationally.
All right, and we're also joined by Corporal of Police 949, Mr. Edson Smith. Good morning.
Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I also want to welcome everyone to the program.
Okay, so you're kind of tall, right? I hope that's better. I gotta lift it a little bit more for you specifically. All right, that's good. So that you know. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that should be good. Great, wonderful. So this morning we're going to be talking about narcotics. So as usual, we want to start off with the basics. So we can start with the definition of narcotics, because some people sort of misuse it from time to time. So what are narcotics?
Well, let's get down to brass tacks. Anything that basically impacts the body in whatever way, whether it's to cure a headache, whether it's to give you some relief or sensation, it could be considered narcotic. It has some type of effect on it, and even to go to go deeper into the definition of it, it could be considered as legal and illegal. It's really dependent on the regulation that governs that particular drug.
Okay, so for us here, there's a list of illegal narcotics. Can you tell us what those are?
Well, basically, crack cocaine, cannabis.
Okay, so you're gonna turn your microphone around to you a little bit. Right, perfect.
Yes, basically, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there are several illegal narcotics under the laws. We have heroin, we have cocaine, we have crack cocaine, we have cannabis, which is grown here. Basically, those are.
Okay, so to them, which one is the most troublesome one?
In St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
Yeah.
I would say crack cocaine, because what comes with it.
Yeah.
Crack cocaine is, you could say, deadly.
Uh-huh.
You talk about the violence that comes with it. You talk about the impact of the socially and stuff like that. Someone is hooked on crack cocaine. They do a lot of different stuff. Robbery, because they want to maintain the addiction. Theft, burglary, you name it. All those crimes comes with it.
Okay. Can you tell just by looking at someone that they're on that substance?
Well, that's one of the tricky things. There are a lot of users who have, successfully assimilated into like what we would consider to be normal, right? So you can't really look at a person. I think the stigma that comes with the look of a crackhead comes with like bad care, poor care of the individual. But there are a lot of people who are everyday users of crack cocaine, especially, and they have somehow managed to, blend in.
White collar workers also.
Listen.
Yes.
But they're able to, whether it's financially or otherwise, maintain themselves.
The habit, yes.
So they just walk around with a mask pretty much.
Very much
Well,
so.
Oh, that is interesting. So let's talk about the responsibilities of the narcotics, of a narcotic detective. What do you do? What can you tell us, by the way?
Our main mandate is to fight drugs in Simness and the Grannies. That
Mhm.
is our main mandate. Other drug-related crimes,
Mhm.
money laundering, firearm offenses, and murders, you name it. We also do training with our police at the training school. Customs, when they have new recruits, we also go on to training with them to teach them how to identify narcotics if they come into contact with it. We also do at the airport security team also. We also go on to training with them, same identification of narcotics. We also go to schools and lecture the young ones, especially when they have in their karate. We are almost at all of the karate when they having it.
Mhm.
And we do radio programs such as this on the beat, and basically that's it.
You share lots of information, or you share as much as possible.
Yes.
Okay. Do you still have that DARE program in place? DARE.
Yes, there is still in place, but it's not aligned with the narcotics.
Oh, how is like drug abuse? I thought it was something that was
It used
synonymous.
to be
So,
with CB at the narcotics place, but
oh, so how long has the narcotics unit been in establishment?
since between 1988 and 1990, yes.
Oh, one of those years is the year I was born. So that's in excess of 30 something years.
Been around over a long time.
Oh, okay. So what has been the most challenging part of the job within the unit, if you can share that?
Well, I mean, with every occupation, we have to expect challenges, and police officers, narcotic officers in general, we are, trained to be very versatile. So, we learn to walk around whatever challenges we face on a daily basis, whether it's, executing our duties, or, we don't really, excuses is not really our forte. We try to find a walk around and get the job done.
Okay. So let's go back before we take a break, because it's 8:26. We take a break at 8:30. You mentioned some of the narcotics, the illegal narcotics that you would unfortunately find in SVG. You said that crack cocaine was, at the top in terms of dangerous ones. Which other one is maybe just as detrimental, or just as bad, or has like they have adverse effects? But what is the other troublesome one? Is there another troublesome one?
Well, some of the most dangerous narcotics, generally speaking, we have fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and crack cocaine. We've never encountered meth here as yet.
That's
we have,
crystal meth.
We have some psychotic drugs like the Molly, ecstasy, stuff like that.
LSD.
We came across ecstasy once, but no one was arrested for it. We found it somewhere. That was about 3 or 4 years ago. We haven't seen any more of the sort. We are not saying that it is not, but we haven't encountered any yet or arrested anybody for it yet. Heroin is also another dangerous drug. It's not very, very, very popular here.
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
To procure.
Do you think that's why?
And I think
Because the cost of acquiring?
Well, yeah, and the production and the source. Usually the source of heroin is more in the east, Afghanistan, which happens to be the most prominent of producers.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think we should get away from labeling is ranking drugs as from least dangerous to more dangerous. All drugs,
right,
has an element of danger attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where regulation comes into place,
Mm-hmm.
and responsible use in regards to legal drugs, which is alcohol is one, and very, very prominent. I don't know if you know the history well, but there was a period where alcohol was illegal in the United States and stuff, so because of prohibition.
Okay, quite interesting. You made mention of crack cocaine, and that's different to cocaine.
It's a byproduct of cocaine. Making cocaine, they use a lot of different chemicals, and the coca bush, that is basically Colombia, Venezuela. They add a lot of like diesel, gasoline, and stuff like that.
Yes.
On top of that, to make crack cocaine now, you're adding more chemicals to the crack cocaine, baking soda, you name it, and they cook it up into crack cocaine. That's why it's very dangerous, and it comes with a lot of violence.
A lot of violence.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you have a question, you can send us a question via WhatsApp. The number is 457-9994. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can join us there and send us your comments or questions. You can also call us when we come back from the break at 457-9997. So let's take a quick break at this time.
For the best in tires and tire-related services, come to Kelly's Tire Shop, located in a blue building just before the old police station in Top Kettles. We supply new and used tires in all sizes. Kelly's Tire Shop offers professional services such as wheel balancing, rotations, batteries, tubes for all size tires, new and used tires in all sizes, new and used rims, and other accessories. With over 15 years experience, come to Kelly's Tire Shop for reliable and professional service. Call Kelly's Tire Shop today at 457-7306 or WhatsApp us at 527-3893. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. We are closed on Saturdays. Kelly's Tire Shop, located in the blue building just before the old police station in Top Kettles. Drop in today.
It's not just a new year, it's a you year. It's time to put yourself first and build a strong financial foundation. And that's where we can help. At Sagicor, we have the experience, expertise, and extensive proven financial solutions to help put your goals in the spotlight. Whether you want to protect yourself from the unexpected or set a financial plan for the long-awaited, we are here for you. Visit sagicor.com to get started. You deserve it.
Get the kind of value you love that's unmatched at Courts now. We're unmatched in quality and prices. Buy any item and get up to 30% off the second item of same or equal value store-wide. When you shop with Ready Finance, you can get it now with no cash and pay over time. Now that's unmatched value.
Let's get your laundry clean and fresh with the widest range of washing machines and dryers in SVG. At Singer, choose between our West Point and Speed Queen brands with an array of washing machines with payments starting as low as $92 per month. Your laundry room wouldn't be complete without a Whirlpool or Speed Queen electric or gas-operated dryer, saving your energy consumption. Also in stock is our West Point washer-dryer combo for only $136 per month. One machine that does the work of two. No need to change machines. Just toss in your laundry and forget about it. Whether your preference in machines is top-loading or front-loading, whether you want a 9 kilogram or a larger 15 kilogram washer, whether you're looking for a gas or electric dryer, we've got it all at Singer. Visit us today and get the washing machine and dryer that's perfect for you. Singer, your family company.
Welcome back, and you're listening to 88.2 FM The Sound. We're talking about service excellence in the tourism industry. Let's take a caller.
Good morning. I'm Jackie from this agent at Holiday Villa Hotel for the past 25 years.
25 years. Great. So, Jackie, tell us, what makes an excellent front desk agent?
I love my job. As a service provider, I'm always polite to customers. I'm very helpful and I smile a lot. You know, visitors as well as locals feel very welcome when you treat them with respect and concern for their welfare.
Very true. We all need to look at it that way.
Yes, you see, tourism is everyone's business. You've got to live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is for me. Tourism is for you. Tourism is everyone's business. Yeah, live it, love it, embrace it.
Love is in the air. Whether you're single or taken, treat yourself.
Or your special someone to invite
Music
and romance.
Get your tickets now. First time. Love in person on February 11th at 8 p.m. The View Boutique Hotel and Beach Club will come alive with live music from Walt Carter,
Jem,
Leah Barnaby,
Genevieve McMaster,
Jabez Matthews,
Jolicia Pope,
Avani Richards,
Kyoka Crookshank Jack,
and the reunion of SVG's number one love bands. Single tickets are $65, while couple tickets are $120.
Don't miss a chance to experience an unforgettable evening of love, laughter, great music, and many giveaways.
Limited tickets are available, so get yours today at Courier City Store
Super Health Pharmacy.
and for All Fashion at Joshua Center. Happy Valentine's from Walt Carter Music. Part proceeds from this event will go to Our Lady of Guadalupe Home for Girls.
WEFM 99.9.
All right, welcome back to Cop Chat for today, Thursday, the 9th day of February. We're talking about narcotics and the challenges that we face from time to time and how detrimental they can be on a person's body and on society as well, because it contributes to crime. That's why we have the RSVGPF in studio with us this morning. We've got two gentlemen. Let me give you their names. We've got Sergeant of Police 508, Mr. Irackie Huggins, and Corporal of Police 949, Mr. Edson Smith. Let me ask at this time, some of the narcotics that you've listed are not produced in SVG.
Correct.
How do they get? I know we got stuff, but how do they get here?
Okay, smugglers normally find ways and means, creative ways and means to get their products across the borders. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a very porous country. We run from St. Vincent straight back down to the St. Vincent. So that's a lot of waters to cover. Drugs get here, it comes in at the port, they come in containers, they come in barrels, they come to the airport, they come through go fast boats coop it, boats from outside, and they bring it in here. We do our usual patrols trying to stop it. Because of the porosity of our borders, we cannot stop it. So that's how most of those drugs get to St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Let's talk a little bit about getting in trouble with the law. So I've heard of trafficking, then you have the with intent to supply, and then you're using. What are the things that you can get in trouble for with the law as it pertains to narcotics?
There are several charges. We have conspiracy, we have drug trafficking, we have simple possession, we have possession with we attempt to export, and so on. Those are some of the main charges we lay.
How can you tell the difference between possession and possession with intent to supply? Is it the quantity or is it what they say?
Yes, the possession with intent to supply.
56 grams.
Yes.
That's small.
Below that is
Just
simple possession.
Simple possession.
Adhere to, and we are asked to exercise. We do exercise a lot of tolerance we are very tolerant when it comes to narcotics, especially when it comes to the small portions. One spliff and small portions. We are
So you're speaking specific to marijuana?
Yes.
Okay.
We are very, very tolerant when it comes to that. We haven't done any drug eradication for the past 5 or 6 years. It hills and destroyed marijuana fields.
Or any field where marijuana has been cut.
Interesting. All right, continue.
So as I said, change is inevitable. So we just changes government policies. We deal with them. Meeting people with marijuana. Sometimes we meet them with over the limit. They can tell sometimes. But meet a man with a £2, and sometimes you look at somebody and they get explanation. You be the first magistrate there. You could make a call right there and then say, okay, then man, lock up this man. The court may charge him a fine. He might carry be able to pay it. He had to go to prison just to. And it might cause him more to the prisons more to feed him, to house him there. So sometimes we use our discretion.
Okay.
Not everybody we find with marijuana, we lock them up. Cocaine, on the other hand, zero tolerance. Once you're found with cocaine,
straight,
you will go to the magistrate.
Okay. With that tolerance for specifically marijuana, do you think that it hurts in any way? Who might it hurt?
The tolerance?
The a little bit of, you might, one-on-one, say, it's okay, or, do better.
Well, we need to remember that police officers are agents of the state. So whatever personal gripes we may have to the industry or to the trade, we have to remember that we are dispatching duties that have been sanctioned by the government. So, when the government rolls out a policy of tolerance, then we have to assimilate, we have to line, and whether or not we feel personally in line.
Okay. So outside of trying to find, intercept, deal with all the things that are associated with narcotics, do you do anything?
As I said, our main mandate is to fight drugs. We fight it every single day.
Every day. So you don't have any time for anything else?
Yes, we do other drug-related crimes like firearms, because with drugs come fire. With drugs, murder, money laundering, you name it, robbery, with drugs. So those are what we call drug-related crimes. We do a lot of firearm seizures in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There is a trade between exchanging marijuana for firearms. That is very dangerous.
You also mentioned the DARE program. One of the duties that we carry out as narcotics officers is that we would normally go from school to school, giving lectures. We could go to business places, wherever we believe that the message needs to be spread on how dangerous, the dangers of drugs, or even to work along with our partners at the MCA, to sensitize the public as to what is to be expected with regards to the medicinal marijuana industry. We work hand in hand with them and find ways to communicate that final message to the people who need to hear it.
Okay. So I'm thinking of asking something, but it's kind of a little out of the way. I'm gonna ask it anyhow. Can you share so you're not normally finding the very small ones? There's some rifles, some semi-automatics.
You're naming them.
Yeah.
Recently, we have been intercepting a lot of firearms off the street of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which is very, very, very good. rifle can do if it gets into the wrong hand.
Mm.
Can kill multiple persons within a split second.
Yeah, and we want to also appeal to the listening audience and to the people of St. Vincent and Grenadines on the whole. Semi-automatic rifles, automatic rifles, these are weapons of war. Locals, no citizen to have such weapons. It's for your own safety. Training firearms know that know of the damage at a 5.56. Those weapons were with, they are well aware of the maximum effective range. So it may not be you today. It could be your granny or your neighbor from one of those bullets. They do a lot of damage.
What about a time when somebody was, I think he was arrested.
Yes.
Anything in addition to narcotics, anything that plays a role in the illegal trade.
Most crime in St. Vincent crime spills from jobs, fighting for tough, a lot of different things when it comes to drugs and drug-related crimes. And after drugs, drugs and firearm and money laundering, they are basically ties in.
Okay. Hello? I don't think he knows that I answered. But you can call back if you're hearing this, because sometimes they can log out. Now, I've always wondered. Now, I've seen the police narcotics unit. You would normally burn narcotics in tires. Not the only way of disposing. Where does the money go?
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
When someone is convicted for narcotics, the exhibit usually stored at the drug squad. It has to exhaust all court proceedings. All court. If they're convicted today, they might appeal tomorrow. We cannot destroy it until we have to wait until it is final. Exhaust all court proceedings. Then the magistrate or the judge will give a destruction order at the end of the matter when it's complete. We don't do destruction every day. So we will store them until we get, and then we do a drug destruction, which brings smiles to us most every time because we are very happy to get all those drugs off the street.
Oh, to get them off the street.
Yes. When it comes to the money, our monies are handed over to the FIU. They deals with all monies. Once we find money, we contact the FIU and they do the investigation, whether for money laundering or what the case may be. So we don't keep monies, we don't hold monies, we hand them over directly to the FIU and they do the investigation. There are cases where we might find a man selling drugs along with drugs and the money. The magistrate has the power. If we put that money as part of the case, the magistrate has the powers to seize the money. But most of the time, if not all, we normally hand them over to FIU so they can do an investigation into the money.
Okay. If for some reason, not saying that this has happened or it happens, but if for some reason what is said in court does not align with, in terms of the quantity, let's say 60 grams is said in court and the quantity to be destroyed is a little less, what is in place to happen to try to figure out if something goes missing? What would happen then at that point?
Rephrase.
Okay, so if narcotics go missing that are supposed to be used in court, right, before the destruction order, what could happen? legally.
Well,
What
that's-
could happen?
That's clearly a hypothetical situation.
Yes, it
because
is. That's why I said if.
Police deal
If.
with matters of evidence very, very seriously. So
Mhm.
the likelihood of something like that happening is little to none.
But if it do happen, well, an investigation will be launched to find out where is it, how it went missing.
Okay. All right. So just had a little bit of a hiccup there with the internet. So just give me a second to try to reload. Because while people were hearing your voice on the live, they were not able to see you. A comment came in here, but it doesn't have anything to do with narcotics. It has to do more with traffic. So I'll hold on to that for the next time. Now we've got 10 more minutes before we wrap things up. Time flies when you're having fun. All right. Some people say that the war on drugs is a waste of time. I think I can get why people would say that because of the porosity of the. Okay, a call is coming in. Let's take it. Hello. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I love when these people specialize in dealing with narcotics on what I can, so to speak. Now we know narcotics. Anyone in possession of illegal drugs, they have different charges. But what I'm interested in here, you hear about dirty money being washed or whatever. Where does this dirty money, because I'm believing that this dirty money has to do with those of us who are involved in criminal activities like drugs and so on, dealing in ammunition and so on. Now you say the money, all cash, all money is handed over to the FIU, right? That's the Financial Intelligence Unit, I think, if my memory serves me well.
Correct.
What becomes of that money eventually, that dirty money? Does it come back as clean money in the society? Thank you.
Well, that money is placed into a consolidated fund, can be used to help fight crime in the future. So basically, yes, it's integrated back in.
Technically, it's cleaned and used to help prevent money laundering.
Exactly.
Fight crime in
To
general.
help fight crime.
In general.
Okay.
we need to remember if a person is suspected to have acquired any amount of money without lawful excuse, it could be seized if the police or any statutory body at the bank, if they suspect, they could report it. So it's not, this responsibility doesn't just lie with the police.
Right.
The whole
Law
financial
enforcement,
machine
yes. Customs
has exactly
Right,
has the authorization to seize monies. So let's not look at it in a binary, like that. It's police. The machine, the whole corporate machine. If you want to deal with finance, once you have any reason to suspect that monies that are coming into your establishment is from the proceeds of crime, you have the responsibility to report, and it will be seized.
Once you obtain that money from crime,
from illegal sources. Just last week, Friday, we we're having a discussion on banking, and that kind of came up with the regulations that that's in banking and the things that they ask you for. And I was basically saying these are some of the reasons why they would ask you a million questions because they're trying to not only protect themselves but to help fight crime. So hopefully this is a bit of adds to the understanding there. Now, if it is believed that a person has acquired certain assets by using funds that were acquired through illegal means, now the money, if it is suspected, is taken away, what would happen or what could happen? Could a person's vehicle, land, home, whatever, could that be taken away by the state as well?
Yes. The FIU will do the investigation money laundering. They have the asset recovery laws that has passed. So we have various machines that we can use to seize them. Once we believe that they came from the proceeds of crime, the state has that power to seize assets and cash.
And it becomes the property of the state.
Yes.
not really ouch, because let's think about it objectively. If every other person, is given free rein over how they get money, whether or not it's good, there needs to be systems in place to keep the economy moving at a stable pace. Outside money coming in at a rapid rate could, throw off the economy, and that could cause greater issues.
We can be blacklisted.
Exactly.
If monies are just
we can't just
all over the place. We can be blacklisted.
Okay.
So there's a proper explanation for why these systems are in place.
Okay. Everything is working together.
Exactly.
Now, 8:55, we've got 5 more minutes. Now, let's say somebody is charged with either using or in possession of crack cocaine or any narcotic. What is in place to assist that person to help them get off of the addiction?
Well, I know there is a Marion House that is the main state entity that deals with that rehabilitation. I think there's one private rehab center. I'm not sure if it's still in effect. But outside of that, you can talk to someone. Yeah, there's always listening ears. Sometimes you might talk to me. You might stop the use. You might talk to the common man in the street, and depends on what they tell you, it could help you. There are churches also, which could provide counseling. I know some pastors who are counselors. So there are many ways to assist that person. They have to seek it. Sometimes the magistrate will assist in finding you some advice or assistance when it comes to that.
Okay. So we got to wrap up now. So let's close with some advice. Maybe young people are listening, people who, well, you already shared what can be done, what a person can do if they are on drugs or thinking about getting on drugs. So some words of advice.
Well, I just want to appeal to the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and those that are hearing, listening to my voice right now. We want to secure a prosperous future for our country. Underage use of marijuana or any type of narcotics, whether it be alcohol or anything, vaping, and anything that your body doesn't require for normal functioning, you are causing irreparable damage to your minds, to your brains, and no one wants to live in a future where our cognitive skills are impaired. So for the forward movement and the advancement of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I just want to emphasize that drugs are bad. Irresponsible use of drugs are bad. And if you have a problem, as the sergeant said, speak to someone, seek help.
All right. Great.
So I'm just going to end with 3 words. Say no to drugs.
Okay. No to drugs.
There was a campaign back then in the 80s coming up. I think it was President Reagan and wife started it. Say no to drugs campaign. Yes. I just want to say no to drugs. Drugs, dangerous. And especially what I said earlier, crack cocaine, violence. Comes with a lot of violence. So
I remember.
Stay off, stay out.
I remember, I can't remember what year it was, but I believe that I was in secondary school at the time. I think it was Prince Prince. I can't remember his name now, but he used to sing, and there was a song and a video to drugs say no. Remember that? You remember that song?
Prince Marcus.
Prince Marcus, yeah. Everybody said no. They're rapping on the desk and tapping on the desk. Oh boy, I need to get that video.
And there's another one of our very own, the ABC. He has a very powerful song.
Alston Beckett Cyrus.
Said no.
Yeah.
Marijuana.
Yeah, I think that was the song I played this morning at 8 o'clock.
And Posa also did a nice one. Another very powerful drug song.
What was that one again?
Looking
by the Is that one? Go and lock your door.
Yes.
I mean, look for it.
Yes.
And play it after we head to the sponsored segments. Gentlemen, thank you so much for stepping in this morning, taking the time out to share as much as we could within the time frame that we have on narcotics. Tough job, but somebody has to do it.
Yes, very much so.
All right.
And
Thank you so much.
From here, I'm heading to court
Ooh.
to deal with firearm issue.
All the best. All the
You're
best.
welcome.
Yeah,
that-
you're still working.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Thank
All
you, Christal, for having us. And thank you for the listening audience to taking the time out to listen to us. And I hope we touch somebody or reach somebody today.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Take care, gentlemen.